Checking. Yeah, I didn't think I could make it work, but I think they can still hear me.
Yeah, I have Twitch on my ear, and I can only hear you. I'm not hearing the music through the ear. So if you want to put it through the thing, because I'm listening to Twitch tonight, that's fine. Probably more beneficial for everybody else.
How's it going, buddy? Will, today is the day you can come on here, or does it just happen to be Thursday? Why isn't that playing?
I'm starting to hear it through the ears now.
Okay, so it's because my thing is so quiet. Okay, so it's because my thing is so quiet. Yeah, I am getting excited for DepthCon. It's definitely getting to be about that time. I was actually
I'm starting to get jealous that I didn't book a trip to DepthCon.
I had some things happen and I almost told myself I shouldn't go. But I did soldier on. You do anything special, Will, or are you helping run, or are you playing?
John.
Oh, it's your first one? I didn't know. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Was PAX your first con? There's no way that was your first con.
No! You stop it! I'm Peyton! It's streaming night! Look at me, I'm hopping! I'm paying pirates! I got paid for pirates! I want to play the game, Sean!
You're doing the judge team. I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Chunk, you sound like a pigeon.
He's being so mean to me, Mommy, not allowed to hobby.
For years, this is my first. Okay, so you've just never been to a Adepticon specifically. Well, that's good. That'll be fun. I bet you'll like it. I had been to quite a few big mini cons, and Adepticon's definitely unique. It's my favorite one for sure. But it's mostly just because there's a lot of stuff you can do that doesn't require you to be like cutthroat competitive all the time. There's definitely those events, but I think they have a lot more events and stuff you can do if you're not willing to only do like competitive world tournaments, you know?
You like Adepticon more than Gen Cons?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Gen Con's fun. I only feel sad because I didn't get to go to that I don't go to that just because it's happening and I didn't go. Thank you. You're not usually.
That's all I would listen.
Taking the long 14-hour drive with the PC. You're driving with them. Yeah, that'll be fun. We have one member of our community who's driving because he's scared of planes, and he's dragging along at least a couple other people who didn't want to pay for the tickets. It's fun. It's half the trip.
So pretty!
Just make sure you have something to listen to along the way, otherwise you're gonna have to listen to Dan and Taylor like play grab ass the whole time apparently.
I highly recommend the Zodiac Academy. It's fake smut. And it's like college level students. And because they're babes, they don't try to like make themselves conform to any kind of social rules. So they're just constantly like, well, I'll just whatever because I'm a fae. It's very debaucherous, entertaining. Not how I would recommend living life, but entertaining.
I don't know. Yeah, especially the people that run the MCP stuff, man. It's a full-time job at Adepticon. Like I've kind of just written off that PCN's there because I definitely know I'm not gonna be able to hang out with them while they're there. Because that MCP stuff just never ends. You just keep going and going and going.
I feel like they made a decision a long time ago about what a tournament would be for MCP, and they haven't revisited it.
Well, that's what people want. For some reason, the people that play MCP want to play 5 rounds, if not more. So what do you think of DD Born Again? I haven't actually watched it yet. I'm probably not gonna watch till it all comes out. I don't like watching single episodes of things and I can't finish them.
Yeah, that's not our MO here.
But I mean, it sounds like people like it. I'm assuming you've seen. It's okay. It is good. Good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I was a little worried because it seemed like it was getting stuck in that production hell, and they were worried that it wasn't good, so they reshot a lot of it. Which that's not ever a sign of confidence. But I've always thought Charlie Cox. He's pretty good.
I am really happy with that.
They threw out the entire script and started over as better. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm assuming they were probably thinking that they would go more comedy based, because that seems to be the only thing that's working, or they think that was working for them. Does it actually feel like the old Defender show, or does it feel like... Oh, hey, look at that. You took the words right out of my mouth. Good. You mean the shows that everybody universally liked? Wow, what a novel concept. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Kara and I were actually making our way through the end of the tail end of the shows and stuff, because there was actually a point there where I had to stop watching. I haven't actually seen the last season of the original DD Daredevil series, because by the time I came out, I didn't have Netflix anymore. Yeah, it was to my advantage. Kara hadn't actually seen all of it. So we started from the beginning, recently. Well, I say recently. I think we'd been slowly working on it for like at least a couple years. Did we start working on the Defender show when we moved here? I just watched before the new show dropped as well. Hadn't seen season. Okay, yeah, so we haven't gotten to it yet either because we're making our way through all the other Defender shows. I mean, yeah, they're good. They're fine. I think I appreciate the smaller scale. It's probably my favorite thing about the Defender shows. Except other than like the hand being like literally undefeatable, which I guess that's kind of the way they've always been, but it's been it's nice that not every single person that they're fighting is a world-ending threat. That's always been my favorite part of the Defender shows. There are definitely some big baddies, but they're definitely not like, you know, Thanos level huge every single time. And they're thinking of bringing Majors back to be Kang, supposedly. Yeah, actually, it's funny you say that. We're just finishing up one of the seasons of Punisher now. And again, I say finishing, but you know, as in we watch like an episode a week. It feels like.
Sometimes you get through a whole episode
Yeah, that
We
is
only
true.
get to watch it when it's streaming, so we always cut it off to get on stream.
Yeah, because since Thursday is going to be a relatively consistent stream night, Thursday used to be one of the days we would watch maybe an episode and a half, but now that we're doing this...
That's okay. I like talking to the people on the stream.
Yeah, this, I do like streaming.
TV is not as important as talking to people.
I agree. Are you gonna do anything else at Adepticon, or are you just gonna do the judging? Like, are they gonna let you do any of the events? I know you like MCP, man, but Jesus Christ, I don't know if anybody likes MCP that much. But you did judging at LVO, right? So it's not like you're not used to that schedule. You've never been to LVO, okay. It's something, man. There's a lot of people playing that game. A lot of people. LVO just moved to October, too. Because it was in... When was it usually? I know it was like around January. Because that was the biggest issue with Everwinter, is that they were so close. And then, of course, Everwinter changes their dates. And then, and then LVO does the same thing. Was it... It was in January, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, that's yeah, great. Good for them, I guess. In October? That's probably better for everybody's schedules. January's just a weird time of year. That stinks, though, because I know that a lot of... there's like other events and stuff that were like, I think they took LVO into their schedule because they were like, yeah, we're gonna change the time when we do our things because LVO happens on this day. I imagine that's mostly 40K though. Are you done? Kara, are you done? Not necessarily. I'm trying to do some Thursdays. If it doesn't, Thursday's the day where if I can't do it, then I can't do it. Like next Thursday, I won't be here because I got to do a presentation for work. There's two major MCP events, WTC and second. They changed the weekend to that. Are you fucking serious? What a bunch of assholes. Did they do that on purpose? Wow. What a bunch of... I don't usually cuss on the stream. That's fucked up.
What they do?
They changed the date of OVO. Just trying to keep it where they need to be. Yeah, no. Well, your expectations can be... They can be whatever they want, Chris. I'm probably going to be here most Thursdays. I only do that presentation one Thursday a month, and I was asked that I might want to switch the day every once in a while too, so it might not even always be Thursdays. So who knows? I'll either be here or I won't. There you go. Hope that's good enough for you. And hello, Mr. Charisma. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, October, I get it, but for them to switch it to that day, like, if they knew that was the case... Oh, yeah, I bet the attendance for it's going to be absolutely terrible. I'm hoping that they just did it by accident, because if they knew WTC was happening that day and they did it because of that's fucked up. Yeah, I know, I heard. I haven't actually seen it yet. I guess I should look it up. I thought it was funny that their picture was like, hey, look, here are 2 people hanging out, and they don't play the games anymore. They don't play games anymore. Oh, look. That's me. It's not even from last year. That was from the year before.
Yeah. That was the year the ceiling fell off.
That was the... Yeah, that's his son's the one that got hit. By the way, it's cheaper to go to Denmark than Vegas. Yeah, bro, I know. Yeah, Vegas... I don't know.
And, like, such a better location, too. Like, don't come
LVO
home.
was not worth it. I felt like I went, I had fun, but I don't think I'd ever go again, unless there was like something else that was really going on that I really wanted to be a part of, but I doubt it. Because Infinity, they don't even do Infinity in the same hall anymore. Like, apparently the guys that ran the Infinity stuff do it on the same weekend, but like in the building next door or whatever. Because I guess they had some kind of fight with Frontline. So if you go there to play Infinity, you don't technically go to LVO. You go to like the building next door. It's not the Rio anymore either. Oh, okay. Is it so? But I'm assuming it must still be in Vegas. I would only go if Virko's Vault is open by then. Is Virko's Vault some kind of like some kind of thing around in Vegas? You've got a cooler look than the average Wicked. Thank you. Thanks, man. I could just drive to Vegas, but I won't get the time off. Well, how far away do you live from Vegas? If you don't mind me asking. I'm assuming Virko's Vault must be some kind of thing. Yeah, it's at like the World Market or something like. Oh, it's a convention space for LVO. The bar's low, admittedly. Well, you gotta clean it. Thank you. I'm glad I'm slightly above the bar that was set. It's the Miniature Museum. Can you hit that button when you're done? Miniature museum. Is it actually like for miniatures like these? Or is it like miniatures something else? You buys a lot of displaying painting space. Oh, is it? That sounds cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. If I ever go to Vegas again, hopefully that's open. Gaming and display piece. Oh, well, hell yeah. I'm into that. Okay, I don't blame you. I wonder if that can exist in LVO because, or in Las Vegas because LVO happens. Squidmar Mini's channel had a big YouTube video about it. Looks very cool. Oh, okay. Well, heck, I didn't have any idea about this. That's cool. I wonder if they'll have like tournaments there or anything. One of the coolest tournaments I ever went to was in New Orleans at the World War II Museum. They did an entire World War II mini-game convention tournament thing, and it was probably one of the coolest events I've ever gone to. He lives in Las Vegas. I met him last year at Adepticon. Oh, Squidmar? Oh, he lives in Vegas. I guess he does live in Vegas, doesn't he? I wasn't a huge... I didn't watch his stuff a whole lot until fairly recently. He actually seems like a pretty chill dude. Like, I think just recently he put out a video where he actually tries to estimate how much it costs for GW to, like, make a model. I thought that was really, really fascinating. And then he ends it all by... Hey, spoiler alert. And he ends it all by saying, I have no idea. Oh, not Squidmar. Okay. He buys a lot. It's not open yet. Squidmar. He lives... I'm assuming you mean the guy that owns the museum, then. I thought he does live in the U.S. though. I'm pretty sure. The Miniature Museum. Okay. Well, okay, which that makes sense. I knew he was Swedish. I thought he had moved to the United States, but I guess okay, I guess not. I mean, it's hard to miss that with his accent. I'll try. It's just oh so enticing.
I need you to stop using it as solid paint.
Mr. Charisma, how's your orc coming? You said you were finishing that one for Adepticon, right?
What game are you doing orcs?
Yeah, the Miniatures guy is an old-timer that got into early digital finance and made gobs and now supports the mini painting community like crazy. Oh, that's awesome. Good for him. Sounds like the guy who made the Conquest game, the Greek like oil baron or whatever he is. Yeah, Golden Demon at Adepticon. I was gonna say you're coming up on the home stretch. You feeling good? It's for 40K, I guess technically, but it's not a gaming piece. Kara. Charisma is one of those like painters to paint. He's not a painter because he is required to finish armies.
He's a painter because he's badass.
Because he just likes to paint.
Nice.
Art Forums needs patrons, basically. That's very true. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a Duke that wants to sponsor me quite yet. What? You see this? You see this handball? This fur ball over here?
No, Mama is hobbying, so we gotta cry about it. How dare Mama have a hobby? Oh my god.
It's a kick-ass dude. You took the words right out of my mouth, Chris. I got distracted by the dog. That was where I was going. I'll be your Duke as long as you don't, what does he say? Infer on my degrees? On my decrees! My decrees! Do you want to drink wine to it, Mr. Chris? Chris, is it true that there's a potato famine? Encroach. He's encroaching on all my decrees! No more poor people. Actually, we'll get back to that one. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that one.
That one's difficult.
Everyone will travel by tubes! In Idaho? Oh no, there's a potato famine in Idaho? No! Okay, I just got back. No, potatoes, lots of potatoes everywhere. I'm excited for when the D gets back together. Get to work on the tube tube technology. The tube travel by tubes! I mean, he decreed that there was no more pollution, so... Pollution's not a thing anymore. Can't pollute. They also hold a lot of workshops in Vegas and in LVO. Well, I'm assuming for painting, right? So if that'd be kind of interesting. Could you imagine some stupid nerd going all the way to Vegas just to attend some kind of painting class? Kind of big dumb nerd would do that. I mean, Charisma, to be quite honest, I'm way too stupid to be able to take the class. Or ocean dumping. Yeah, no ocean dumping. That's right. You know what, Chris? I think me and you, I think we should take down City Hall. Because they're evil. Look, if Eric Swinson is teaching... Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's a couple of people I probably would go see myself. Like Da Vinci, I'd probably go watch him. I do love his stuff. Was it Sergio? I think Sergio's really good. The guy that paints real vibrant. We beat the bastards at City Hall! City. You're a kick-ass Duke. Yeah, Sergio Calvo. Yeah. Yeah. That guy. I bet that'd be a fun class. He'd say something in Spanish, I wouldn't understand anything he says. No. Because they're really hard to get into and they're expensive and I feel like a lot of times it's not for me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jose Da Vinci. I love his stuff. Like, let me tell you, Charisma. I like to think I'm a good painter, and I'm not. I go to those classes and they're like, "You know nothing, you big dummy."
They point it out to him and then he feels bad.
And then, yeah, so I can't deal with the emotional, that's a lot of damage. All that emotional damage. I mean, I tell myself that for free every day. I mean, that's a deal. I mean, I learn all the things I can from painting from articles that are like 500 years old. Like God intended. Okay. Yeah, in order for me to get to the next level of painting, I have to do what you do, and I have to start doing like busts and dioramas and stuff. I think for the most part, army painting, I've got on a lockdown. I'm at this point where I can paint really well, but not that well consistently. No. I'm starting to do a lot. And when you do that, stuff's expensive, you know? It's like when you buy those busts and stuff, it's like you just starting it over, you're like, but it's not like I just buy a new one. Although, I guess, printing helps with that. Well, you know, the thing is, Charisma, I bet a lot of people are at that point. Like, I bet tons of the best painters are, like, at that point. Like, sometimes, like, I've definitely noticed, like, sometimes when I'm painting a certain sculpt, I'm just like, yeah, this ain't the one. You know, there's just certain things you just mesh with. It's a hurdle everyone has to get over. Yeah, I think I'm at that point where that's just, I know that that's what I gotta do. I have to get to that point where I start painting that fancy stuff and then I realize I'm not that good at it, and then I just slowly get better. But you know, I did that with army painting. Eventually, you know, you're gonna have to. I think everybody's gonna have to do it eventually, if they want to get to that level anyway. Because I got a bunch of stuff I'm trying to sell, painted wise. I admit I haven't put it out on the wider web for people to start picking through quite yet. Because I keep telling myself I'm gonna do it the next day, and then I don't, and then you know. The self-hatred cycle continues. But I'm just like, please, somebody buy this. And everybody's like, you gotta charge a specific amount. It's gotta be worth it for everybody involved. And I'm just like, please, just make it go away. Okay.
It does not need anything done.
But yeah, we'll do the rim.
I did. I painted it brown like the woods.
You want the rim to be brown? Okay. Oh, it's because it's drying. Okay. Thanks. Love you too. It's a lapse in knowledge versus technical skill. Yeah, I 100% understand that. Well, I say I understand it. I haven't experienced it yet, but I definitely conceptually understand the idea. Listen, Charisma, you'll be here when I do it, and then you could be like, what are you doing? Are you drunk? Are you a silly Billy? And then I'll have to ask you to leave, because I can't accept that kind of language in my streams. I mean, how long do you think it took you to become one of the world's greatest painters? And I'm talking to you, Chris. Did you feed him? Kara, did you feed him? Did you feed him? I was gonna say, you want to feed him before you walk him. Couple weeks? Alright, sweet. Dude, that sounds sick! Is it like one of those things where it's like One Punch Man where you just did 100 push-ups and it makes you super strong? Did you just paint 100 models and you became the best? Is that how you beat the bastards at City Hall? By just being an amazing painter? I mean, a couple of brutal weeks. I have only really painted maybe 10, 12 models to completion, if that even... Bro! Listen, you need to play an army game. You need to play an army game, buddy. Because then you'll feel the need to finish a heck of a lot more than that.
Right there. Stay. No. Stay.
And then you can get a best painted army or whatever. You don't have time. You don't have time for that? What is time? Other than a construct. Like, you can't own time, man. Well, that's why you need a single game. You need a single one. And you paint that army, and then when you go to, you go to whatever, put it on a shelf at your local game store so that people can be like, wow. Well, technically speaking, Charisma, put it this way, I don't have time either, but I do it anyway. I mean, Charisma, do you think I have time to be painting belt buckles like this? I mean, what do I look like? Some kind of guy with tons of free time? Huh? No. I do it because I'm a psychopath. Realistically, I need to start taking commissions because then I can procrastinate. I mean, if you're making money, is it really procrastinating? I feel like there's a certain point, right, where you get known well enough that where you can kind of, I don't want to say coast by, but you can like there's like just a point where you're successful, and as long as you can maintain that, you're fine. By the way, I don't know what it is. Like I was talking to you a little bit earlier about the sculpt thing. Dude, this sculpt, I can't stop. I can't stop myself. Look at how effing cool this sculpt is. Okay. So we're going yellow. Yeller. By the way, Chris, I'm glad we could provide the entertainment you need on a nightly basis. On a mostly nightly basis. So Chris, you know what? I got a question for you. Why don't you take jobs for making boards? Because your boards are always super cool. Not that everything has to be like money, right? I don't want to sound like, you know, like an American, where like our hobbies just can't, you know, our hobbies have to be used to make money or whatever. Currently waiting for the boys' Cub Scout meeting to finish. There you go. So you're what, sitting in your car? But like, Chris, I would love to make super amazing boards and all that stuff for the games we play. But you just got like a practical knowledge that is just, it's hard to beat. Sitting in a Lutheran church. Did they put the 99 changes he wants or whatever they were called? Don't torture him. There could have been more food in there, Carol. Kara finished a model in a sitting. Hopefully their vile heresies don't rub off. Well, you know what? If you feel the compulsion to, you know, become a Lutheran, then you know you might want to start running. You think to yourself, maybe it's not okay if the church has all the power. If you start feeling that, you should just get out. You need to escape. You need to run. This man is my second in command for Port Royal. He was walking around Port Royal. He lost his hat.
What's his name?
Charles. Charles DeFinnigan.
DeFinnigan?
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds fancy AF.
His parents were Irish super soldiers.
Wow.
The British filled them with so much cocaine that they punched God for cheesecake. Begin again with Finnegan. Begin again with Finnegan. Yes. He will become the boss by the end of it.
Look at his nice blue hat, or is that blue hair?
It's one of their beanies.
Is it one of the
I don't know what it is. Did beanies exist in the late 1600s?
Clearly, everybody has one on. They're just kind of funky. They're funky beanies. They're funky pirate.
Why would you wear a beanie in the Caribbean? It's hot.
I did look on my fashion channels. I couldn't find anything.
Chris, answer this question.
Everything they wanted to talk about was Henri's type.
Well, yeah, that's what people want to see.
Yeah, they had nothing about pirate beanies.
Chris, you grew up in Port Royal, right? Before the earthquake. Did they have beanies back then?
Tell us the pirate beanie history. We need to know.
Because a bunch of these models have beanies. Keep the sun off, dummy. Well, I mean, but there's other options. Like you would wear one of these or something, like a hat, like a sun hat. My girlfriend says I'm going to get shot if I wear a Ushanka. Yeah, maybe don't wear that, especially with the the current political climate. Yeah, that may not be great. I want to see you get through. I don't want to see you get hurt at a Defcon. What? Yeah, Ushanka might not be a great idea, but if it's fitting for what you're playing, maybe you can get away with it. Well, again, you're not playing anything. Like if you were going there to be like, I'm gonna play the Russians in a World War II game or whatever, maybe you could get away with it, but just do what I do and wear a chef's hat and a basketball jersey and then get accused of being homeless. Or if you go to Adepticon and you hear the legend of the homeless Adepticon man, it is I. One of the only cold weather things I own. We're from Arizona. I'm gonna freeze. It'll be fine. I'm from Florida and I live up here in Boston and I only feel cold, like, yeah. It's fine. Wisconsin, it'll be fine. I was born in Arizona.
Take some extra vitamin D to keep that depression down.
Our coldest day of the year every year is like 40 degrees. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty unreasonable. Like I said, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just stay inside. If people are like, yeah, let's go get dinner, you'd be like, you know what? I don't ever want to eat again. I gave up eating. And then you just stay in the con hole and only literally leave when you have to. So later, there was a update for First Descendant, so I'll probably jump on and play some of that later, but obviously, that'll be near the end as I'm drinking my tea. I'm eating all the cheese curds, and you can't stop, you son of a... You know the rule here. No cheese curds. You know that... Charisma? Put those cheese curds down. Get those cheese curds out of your mouth. I'm getting tired of your sass.
Hello, Dr.D.
Hi, Wilmar. Happy birthday. I bet nobody else said happy birthday to you today. No, no one remembers. Your mom doesn't even remember, dude? I'm so sorry. I mean, your mom's known you for at least a couple years, right? Kara used up all my Rhinox hide. What the hell are you looking at?
I don't use that color unless you hand it to me.
Unless I hand, well, as soon as I hand it to you, do you use it? Here we go. Here.
Well, if I say, what color do I need, and you hand it to me, that's what I use.
That guy has a stupid hat.
This stupid hat. Your hat looks stupid on
It's
you.
not a hat.
Flat build. Yeah, there you go, Dr.D. Yeah? Don't like it, do ya?
Guys, I'm being bullied.
No.
Send the police.
No. You're not being bullied. You're being truthed.
Oh. I think he's done. This guy, I just get the vibe he really wants to kill somebody from France.
Definitely.
He's just
British.
thinking about it. He's just sitting there. He's like, man,
Fucking French.
it's been at least 10 minutes since I've stabbed a Frenchman. What am I doing with my life? So, Mr. Wilmar, I've had this brilliant idea. There's a game called Rum and Bones, which is like this fantasy pirate game. And I was thinking to myself, like, I really need models for, like, characters in Blood and Plunder. And then I was looking at them, I was like, oh my god, these are actually pretty close in scale. So I was like, oh my god, what a great way to, like, get some, like, cheaper, and by cheap I mean totally free because I already own them, characters.
And they're really cool.
And some of them are in fact very cool.
All of the skeleton pirates are very cool.
So I think something I'm gonna do, because there's like an undead crew in that game, is I think I'm going to eventually turn all these guys into models for that game. So I'll actually have a like ghost ship, or like a skeleton ship. I'll probably really cover it in skulls and all that, make it look like something out of Sea of Thieves. And then maybe Eventually, maybe like make a Kraken.
Yes.
The big,
Kraken.
a big squishy monster where you are given one mission for your little boat: to kill God. I think it's a cool idea. I think it makes it cheap too, because that game's out of production, so you can get the stuff super cheap. Like there was one that has a character called Handsome Jack, and he would make a very, very good lookout model, a guy with like a telescope. And I found one on eBay for like $2. It comes with like 5 models in it. One of them's Blackbeard, so I'll probably turn him into what's his name? Firebeard from Sea of Thieves. He just reminded me I have a copy of Circle of Blood I should build and paint. Circle of Blood, what is that? I've never seen this before. Is this like a vampire versus werewolf kind of thing? Put your finished model on the tray.